2, 1. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Good Night Sri Lanka. It is a Friday night and it is the last day of the month of February.
Finally.
2 months of a brand new year is done and dusted.
Oh,
We're in
yeah.
the other year, no? 2026, no?
Yeah.
Because it feels that long.
But honestly thinking, compared to January, February actually flew.
January never ended, no?
January,
Never.
375 days in January.
Yeah, absolutely.
It just refused to leave.
Absolutely. We see a tiny bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that felt like 30, ne?
For sure. But Feb is done, ladies and gentlemen. 28 days is over, and now we're into the month of March starting tomorrow. And
March is going to be great.
It's
Christians month. The next 2 months is all about Christians.
It's all about Christianity.
Big match.
We also
April happy.
No, but I'm saying,
Yeah.
ready now?
big
Yeah,
match is in
building
April, no?
Yeah.
April.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Anyway, month of March, we still don't know, but most probably by tonight we will get information. The whole month of March is fasting.
From tomorrow, no?
Yep.
Ooh.
So we're going to be fasting right throughout the month of March. It could possibly start tomorrow, or it could start on, if it doesn't start tomorrow, the chances are it definitely will
Next
start
day, no?
on Sunday.
It has to start, no?
Yeah,
At some point.
but then we are really cool like that. Sri Lankans are really cool like that. The rest of the world actually follows, and when they say that they're going to start on this day, they actually start on that day.
What do we do?
We actually wait for the moon.
See?
Considering that it is also raining now, right?
You will never see the moon.
The chances of us seeing the moon tonight will be very slim,
Okay.
right?
Take it Sunday, Tamai.
It's very slim,
Yeah.
right? And then most
What
probably.
if you never see the moon?
Huh?
What if you never
They
see the
will
moon?
start anyway. Then.
No, so if you don't see the moon,
Okay.
then it's automatically the following day.
Okay.
So
That
like
kind
I
of
said-
default.
Yeah, it's default. Yeah, it's
You'll
default.
have to start at some point.
Same story with festival also.
Okay.
We look for the moon to see, decide if it is festival the next day. And if you don't see the moon, the chances are you obviously fast another day. And then it is...
So it's not considered as a bad omen or anything like that
no.
if you don't see the moon.
Mahina.
It's actually, I mean, the Muslim calendar actually follows a lunar cycle.
Okay.
So every year, fasting comes at least about 14 days ahead.
Okay.
And there have been times that we've actually fasted on the 1st of Jan.
Oh boy.
Hasn't been all that great. Coming after 31st night, going
I'm
straight
going-
into fasting. Brand new year.
Yeah, can you imagine? My goodness.
But why do you all wait for the moon to come out?
Is
it like a thing?
It follows a lunar calendar.
Right.
So the new,
Okay.
so every month in the Muslim calendar actually follows the lunar calendar.
So not the full moon, the full moon.
No. So
Okay.
full moon is the 15th. No.
Okay.
Full moon is the 15th day is the full moon.
Okay.
So the first moon is, of course, is when is declared the beginning of a new month. So that's it. So
Sure. I learn something new every day.
the 15th day of the lunar calendar is when the full moon comes about. So from the 15th or 16th onwards, it obviously moves into a new month.
Okay.
අපි දෙන්න ඉතින් මොන මූන් එකක්වත් බලන්නේ
බලන්නේ
නෑනේ.
නෑ.
Oh,
අපි
very
අපි බලන එකම මූන් එක තමයි පොයදා.
පොයද ආනේ නිදා ගන්න පුළුවන්.
අනේ පොය එකක් අනේ ඉතින් අපේ වෙලාවට සෙන්සුරාදාව කාවොත් අනේ අනිච්ච. Oh why moon, why do you have to come on a Saturday?
Why?
Why moon?
Why moon?
Anyway, yeah, it's going to be a good month, the month of March. Looking forward to it, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, like I said, it's going to be, considering the weather, it's very slim to check the moon out. It's also the month of March is fasting. It's where you put the slim in the Muslim.
I had a friend
That,
I had him in the
I'm
Muslim.
trying not to laugh
Why
out
don't
loud.
you, it's okay. I made the joke to and you
but
can
not-
laugh. I can make as many Muslim jokes as possible.
That's the first time I heard that.
That is true.
I've never heard
And
that
I wanted to go,
before.
oh my god, and then I realized, no.
Time to put the slim in Muslim. It's time to fast.
Oh dear. I had a friend whose name was Brew Moon.
Huh?
Yeah.
Bruno Akbar.
No, Ahmed.
I had a friend called Brew Moon also.
Yeah.
But clearly, that's a very popular name. I've never heard that in my
You never
life.
heard?
No.
Brew Moon. That was the one and only.
Brew Moon.
BRUMWN.
Yeah.
Brew Moon.
Brew Moon.
Oh, I had a dog called Bruno, if that helps. I mean,
Yeah, very common name, no?
Bruno,
Buster.
Buster, Blackie,
Blackie.
Brownie,
Sheba.
Sheba.
Sheba is the
Sheba.
most common.
Sheba is like, my god, everybody
Baua.
Sheba. Bow.
I had a dog. The fellow's name was Dada.
Dada.
Yeah.
Why?
It was an abandoned stray dog, right? I think my second brother got him from the road. So the time he had called the fellow home, da. So then he became Dada Mitta.
Dada Mitta.
Dada Mitta.
And
It was
he got-
very
he got
short.
I see.
Very short.
You're
Yeah.
very bad. You're dog shaming. him.
Yeah.
See?
Dada Mitta. And my neighbor's dog was Paddy Ashton Galahitiya.
He has a surname also.
Surname was, yeah, very yes.
Does he have idea?
Wait a minute, he might. My one is Chloe Balthasar.
Chloe Balthasar.
Chloe
Family name.
Family name kada ma family
Oh,
name
goodness.
but from the street. But Chloe Balthasar.
Votes also.
Huh?
Votes
Votes
also.
votes.
And when you have two terrors at home, they always call them Starsky and Hutch.
Yes.
Starsky and I had a fellow who's Hutch. Was, yeah.
So clearly.
Long before the network came to light. Yeah.
Anyway, time for us, of course, to get into the show. Lots to do as far as the day is concerned. Today we have a very special guest that's actually coming up on the show, and we're going to be basically talking to him. And how was your week, though, Andy, Christian?
My week was filled with adventure. I resigned.
You resigned.
I resigned.
You
yeah.
resigned.
Should we stand and applaud? I feel I need to stand and applaud.
Thank you very much.
Slow clap.
Slow clap.
And then I found myself
ඊට
very.
පස්සේ?
And I
Day 2.
Day 2. No, this is day 3 now.
Day 3.
Enjoying
Day
the
3.
peace and harmony. And
You're getting bored, aren't you?
no, I'm not getting bored.
not yet,
I'm
very
very occupied.
Good.
And I went for my walk today.
With that watch.
With that yeah, watch. And මට දැන් දෙතුන් පාරම වැඩි වුණා. Once I finished my walk, somebody joke is occupied my gala.
What?
Oh, somebody joke is always occupying my gala.
What girl?
Gala. Now after I finish my walk, I jump from the railroad to the other side.
Under the sea.
To the
beach.
sea.
Looking
There is this one
rock.
isolated rock.
What are you doing there?
Which is like අර මේ මොකද්ද සීගිරිය අනිත් පැත්තේ තියෙන්නේ
පිදුරු තලාව.
නෑ සීගිරිය
At least I told something. No?
සීගිරිය අනිත් පැත්තේ තියෙනවා තව
Bible rock.
නෑ
Bible rock.
Oh my god, Bible rock is in
I am telling you some mountains to help you with it.
ඒකේ නම මොකක්ද දන්නවද
Hari.
මොකක් හරි
Let's
කියමු
imagine.
Pride rock. From Lion King.
මොකද්ද මොන
Forget it. Tell the story.
ඒ ගල උඩ තමයි මගේ අර කකුල උඩ තියෙන ස්ට්‍රෙචින් කරන්නේ
On that
on
particular
that
rock.
particular rock, that is the only one which is elevated from road level.
Right.
Despite all the other rocks. අරව ඔක්කොම තියෙන්නේ පල්ලහැටනේ. ඉතින් කවුරු හරි ජෝඩුවක් ඔය ගල උඩ ඉන්නවා.
ජෝඩුව?
ඕ මට ඉතින් නේද?
You take a
So
small
all my
pebble and throw.
stretching goes for a 6, no? Now I have to find another rock which
Why
is
don't you just ask them to move?
බෑ.
Can you all smooch that way?
බෑ පව් වැඩේ එහෙම කරන්න බෑනේ. ඒ අහිංසක
Yeah, I am correct. It is Pitru Talagala.
not පිදුරු තලාගන පිස්සු. සීගිරියට
Hamad, Google it.
සීගිරිය පිටිපස්සේ තියෙන්නේ මොන ගලද දන්නවද මොන
I'm sorry. Hamad was on my side and said, I'm sorry.
සිතුවම් හරි මොකක් හරි නෑ.
Sigi, අනිත් පැත්තේ තංගල්ල.
මොනවාද
You know what? That's okay.
මොන ගලද
Mahagala.
you google what is the rock behind Sigiriya,
So please continue with the
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
I will Google what
So
the
now
rock
even
is.
today there was a foreign couple seated on there.
Right, okay.
Right, so I had to like go there and like look for another suitable rock which I couldn't find. So I could completely ignored my foot stretching.
Exercises. for the day.
Exercises. Yeah.
I would like to read this sentence out loud
Oh,
to
Balan.
everyone.
Right.
Pitru Talagala rock is the large rock formation located a few kilometers north of Sigiriya rock in Sri
Not
Lanka.
Piduru Talagala men.
So that is what Google is saying.
Situang නෑ සිතුවම් කන්ද
The
නෙමෙයි.
entire show is going to be about a Pitru Talagal rock. No
Okay,
need.
right,
We're
okay.
not opening you.
We are done with that. Andy, how was your week?
Well, it's
Open and
Fri-
give, I want to check the rock.
My God! So this it does. Yes, you do anything and take it now. My week was great. My week was great. It's hectic, but fun month because big matches are coming up.
Yeah.
So fun month. But overall, it was a long February. Finally, it's Friday.
It
Yay.
was a long February, was it?
It was.
Really?
As in work-wise, it was a bit long.
Work-wise, yeah. I mean, it clearly wasn't as long as January, though.
No, January never ended. That was the whole year.
Yeah, that was the whole year.
How was yours?
January was like the Monday of the year.
Yeah,
The
like
entire
forever.
month of Monday, forever.
How the walk?
Walk's okay. So
You're
I'm
walking
just-
up, down,
now,
up,
now,
down.
now from this week, of course,
Not walking.
taking chill pill. How to work? Fasting,
yes,
no.
fasting, no,
Yeah,
for
somebody
morning.
collapsing early morning.
No, please no.
Yeah,
Please
so
no.
no.
It's slim vennepa to do that point.
පිදුරංගල.
Oh,
මං
Piduru
කිව්වේ.
Dalagala,
පි-
Pidurangala,
පිදුරංග.
PP.
Yeah.
මරු පිදුර තලා කරන්න
PP. All right,
Duranga.
then we are ready to move on with the show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for being a part of Good Night Sri Lanka. Thank you so much for all the comments, the shares, and the likes on our reels on Instagram and Facebook. Time for us to get into. Oh, there we are. You can follow us, by the way. You can follow us on our YouTube channel. As a Pornhub Official is the YouTube channel. And you can also follow us on Instagram. It's GNSL.
on Pornhub.
On Pornhub. that we paused for effect.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
like, and then
Not,
you know,
not that we forgot.
Not that we forgot.
Not that we forgot.
How many followers? Do we know how many followers? Do we know?
I think we'll find out.
Our
at the-
1,000th is coming soon.
Very soon, very
we'll,
soon.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah,
in
don't
the show.
worry, Hamad. I'm not
Right.
stealing your
So
thunder.
we have a guest coming up on the show. We're going to be talking to him also in just a few minutes.
You should have asked him about the mountain.
Yeah, we're waiting.
Yeah, I know all about mountains.
Waiting him to come down the
Yeah,
mountain,
yeah.
and he'll be on the show in just a few minutes. Right now, time for us to get into our first segment of the show. It's Lanka Last Week. Here we go. Alrighty then, talking about stuff that actually happened in Lanka last week. Here we go. This is pretty good actually. Angel Beach, of course, in Unawatana has been recognized as one of the world's most extraordinary destinations.
Beautiful place.
It's a beautiful place, and
And you would have been there, sure.
I've been there once.
Oh, really?
Nice place.
I mean, that's like a must go.
You got to
place
have
if
the
you're going.
pair of wings and
Yeah,
the
that's
whole.
a bit
whole.
too much. No, every Tom, Dick, and Harry is basically taking a picture of them within those wings.
එච්චර තමයි තියෙන්නේ ඉතින්. We stand there. Only time you will look like an angel is in that place with the wings behind.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
But it's a nice place. It's a
Yeah,
beautiful,
yeah,
beautiful place. Haven't you been there, Chris?
No, I haven't.
Oh, really? You should.
Anna, go. Now you have free time, no?
Oh, no, yeah.
Go to see the angel.
Now no job, no? You know?
That was a.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not for a change?
You take an angel and go to see the angel.
Anna Hari.
There you
Why
go.
not? Why not is also another great buy in Hikkadua.
Really?
It's called Why Not.
Really? Don't tell lie. Is it? I am not googling anymore on the show.
Why not?
Why not
Okay.
is a bar.
Why not?
Why not is a great bar in Hikkadua.
A lot of fun things must happen.
There are some good reviews going on about all these places, huh?
Of course.
About the music and the discos and all that,
It's
you know.
great. I mean, the thing is this, tourism obviously has picked up, and lots of tourists down south, lots of tourists, of course, in the east part
And
of
Colombo.
Sri Lanka. And in Colombo. Actually see a fair amount of tourists in Colombo also, which is great. And this is exactly what we want. And if you haven't been to Angel Beach in Unawatana, you should. It's a great place.
Yeah.
It's a good stop. If you're going down to Unawatana, that's a great place to actually stop. Good food, great beach, and wonderful, wonderful atmosphere.
All good things.
I was once recently at the airport. Official when I was working.
You're going to say that for a while now.
මේ surf board එක අරන් යන්න විදින දුකක්.
Yeah,
Would have stopped.
Yeah, it's not easy. I mean, they carried on the flight, right?
Right.
And I saw this guy. He had come down, and he was for some reason he would have opened it, and it took about half an hour for him to pack it inside with all the foam guards and everything, and put it into the bag and keep all those in place and zip it up. My
Not easy, no?
goodness,
No,
yeah.
I think one of the reasons, of course, is because of the increase in the number of tourists coming down. It also is also increasing the attempt to actually smuggle drugs into the country. So there are these are different ways obviously you can unfortunately do it. I saw a video just a couple of days ago.
In the toupee.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
I thought he was sick with something. Like when I saw that, I thought
In what?
in his wig,
Yeah,
his
wig,
toupee.
yeah.
So I thought when he removed it, I thought he was like some disease, and I'm like, wait a minute, what is this?
Yeah, I mean, like
They
you know,
all-
Very innovative
yeah,
ways.
smuggling cocaine.
Yeah.
In your hairpiece.
in your hair,
Yeah.
in your wig or your toupee or
Yeah.
My
whatever.
God, I follow that airport security on cable TV.
Right.
My goodness, you should see the extent. I mean, swallowing it is one thing, and coming. I mean, the way these guys outdo the cops, you know.
Yeah.
Goodness, they bring it in liquid form, they bring it all, you know, in shampoo bottles and all that
It's
and all.
crazy, man.
Crazy.
It's crazy.
Crazy.
But the toupee was the first time I saw that one.
The toupee was the first time I actually
Terrible.
saw. Yeah, and
That was a good idea.
Yeah. It was a Uluwat kasana. It was hilarious.
all right, next one. Brand new motorcycles cost nearly 1 million rupees.
Not the ones that are on the picture. No, ekadam. Oh.
Come on, what is this?
I mean, that was like...
that would be a Harley and a Yamaha. That was a Harley and a BMW, I suppose.
Those
exactly.
those
Oh, is
bikes,
it a
those
Bugatti?
are Clearly more
Yeah.
about 10,
Yeah.
15 million.
Million,
right
yeah,
there.
yeah.
I'm thinking they're talking about like a normal little scooter.
Yeah.
Scooty pepper, whatever they call those things.
And a three-wheeler is 2 million.
Yeah, 2 million bucks.
2 million.
2 million, yeah.
Brand new.
Yeah.
Brand new. So I mean, clearly with all
Alutma
the
brand new.
taxes, the taxes and everything that's actually coming into play, it's I mean $1 million for a motorbike.
My goodness.
It's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know where.
I
don't
don't
the hell
know
they're
really.
going, seriously.
Terrible.
$1 million for a motorbike. I mean, what else can you actually do?
But for medium bus, I want the one in the picture.
Yeah.
I mean.
I'll give you the
Yeah,
picture
yeah,
of a
yeah,
million. All right, next one. New tax on dollar earnings. The government responds. Okay, I think we had another slide on this one also. We'll talk about this. Sri Lanka's government. This is not the one, man.
And even YouTubers are being taxed now.
Yeah. Okay. So here's the story.
That's another new one.
Yes, this is the story, right?
Yeah.
Right. So now, external earnings, right? So you have freelancers, you have individuals who are working for IT companies, who are also freelancing and working for IT companies, and their services are actually rendered outside Sri Lanka, right? Because they need to basically get dollars into Sri Lanka, so they are facilitating getting dollars into Sri Lanka. Now they will also be taxed 15%, right? Now you've got lots of content creators in Sri Lanka who actually rely on Instagram, who rely on Facebook, who rely on YouTube, and YouTube earnings also is something that is a form of income for these individuals. The more views that you get on YouTube, YouTube pays you, right? So there is a threshold on YouTube that once you hit an X amount, then YouTube actually pays you, right? Now all this time, none of them were actually taxed. Now it is going to be taxed.
Oh dear.
Right? But the thing is, it's not too bad as what people are sort of making it sound to be. Now all along, look, there are a couple of things that people are actually arguing over this. Every single segment in Sri Lanka is being taxed. Doesn't matter what industry it is. Now this industry was the only industry that wasn't necessarily touched too much. But now they have of course basically put in this 15% tax for this industry also, which is bringing in foreign earnings. But it's not too bad because there is a couple of slabs.
Before you get to 15%.
Exactly. No, so that, I mean, 15% is your maximum.
Yeah,
really.
yeah. But when
So
you have slabs
you
in
have
between.
slabs. You have slabs. So, I
So
mean,
like the income tax only.
exactly.
Same
So
thing.
let me just quickly see if I can actually pull this up and see if we can talk about this. And it's really not too bad.
Comparatively.
It's really not. So if your foreign earnings are less than 150,000 rupees a month,
You don't get taxed.
right? You won't get taxed.
That is just like the income
Low-
tax.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Now the slab has become 150 now?
Yes.
Okay, so that's same.
So if it is less than 233,000 per month, you will only pay 5,000 rupees tax per month.
Pretty decent, no?
Yeah, exactly.
Comparatively,
Right? So
yeah.
15% rate starts to apply only after that. Right?
After 233.
After 233,000 a month, right? And then if you earn, for example, $1,000 a month, right? You will pay roughly 14,000 rupees as tax. That's about 5% of your actual income.
$1,000 for okay.
Yes, $1,000
Yeah.
is about
300,000, no?
Yeah,
300,000,
300,000.
Yeah.
Right? So out of 300,000, you're actually paying 14,000 rupees tax.
Come on,
That's not bad. I mean, compared
from
to
the
the
pay-
36% that people are paying today,
Yeah.
right? It's not too
Pretty
bad.
sweet deal comparatively. Yeah.
Exactly. So I don't think, I mean, I don't know why people are basically up in arms.
No, but change is always a little something new and that
Yeah.
you need to
And
get
I
used
suppose
to it.
these are the individuals who weren't really touched
Yeah.
because they were the ones bringing in foreign remittances because in Sri Lanka they were providing services to companies
Are there
outside.
real big timers who earn like that in this country?
Meaning content creators? Of course.
Must be, no?
Of course, of course. I mean, you can clearly see from some of the.
I don't. Perhaps not by these YouTube, Instagram bloggers and all that. I don't suppose they earn.
Of course they
They
do.
do?
Of course they do.
Depends on what sort of thing you blog about also, no? It depends on what your content
Yeah, I mean,
creating
look, if
content
you,
about,
if you
right?
get anything over like about 100,000, 100,000,
Followers.
150,000 views on a video, you're bound to earn
Sweet
money.
deal,
Of
looking at
course
those.
it
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
And the thing is, you need to understand that the more views you get as a channel on YouTube, it's a collective thing. They keep paying you, right? So clearly there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There's really nothing wrong with
Why
it.
not?
Anyway, so that's the story there with the taxes, 15%. The country's up in arms. Everybody who's basically rendering services and bringing in dollars, bring the dollars in, man. It's not a problem. It's okay.
Small debit, small debit.
Yeah, 14,000 rupees what you're going to be paying for $1,000. That's all. That's about it.
That's
I'll
okay.
take it any day from that 36 that we
Oh
are
my God.
suffering and pain. So
Yeah. Hard to pay that 36 also these days.
Oh, amaru.
There's no money to pay.
To pay.
What do we have next? Sri Lanka government approval rating soars to 62% in February in a 2025 survey. What do you think, Christian?
I'm not thinking anything.
Yeah?
What was that all
Well,
about?
obviously that went right past us. That's
Yeah.
what.
The approval rating of the government has actually gone up to
Okay.
62%
Ah,
Can
in
be-
February,
So we like them.
so they're working.
supposedly.
Okay.
This is
Okay.
after the elections. I think this is the highest after the elections that it's actually hit 62% in 2025.
Did you all properly read the Gazette though? I did not properly go through the Gazette.
For what? The budget?
Yeah, the budget.
No.
Sorry. No?
No.
No.
Nobody-
Who properly
nobody
reads
does.
the budget?
No,
Andy?
so we got alerts, no?
Yeah.
So I was just kind of going through them, but I really didn't
ඕවා
deep dive
කියවන්නකෝ
into
මේ
those.
කැරට් ටාලයක් 155යි.
Then 30කට බහලා ඇති දන්නේ.
ඔව්.
Nah.
හම්බුනේ
I know, I'm just saying, we didn't read no
අන්න
the
අන්න මාළු නම් ලාභයිලු ලුණු නැති හින්දා.
what?
මාළු ලාභයි මේ කරෝල කරන්න ලුණු නැති හින්දා.
Ah, right, okay.
තේරුණේ?
Yes.
ඒකින්ද මාළු ගන්න පුළුවන් මේ දවස්වල ලාභෙට.
Carola expensive.
කරෝල is worse than buying fish.
මං අද Carola
ඉස්සර
The soya.
කරෝල කනවා කියන්නේ ලක්ෂරි එකක් දැන්.
I know, we have luxury
කරෝලයි පොල්
food.
සම්බෝලයි පොල් ගෙඩිය 210යි.
ඕනේ තාම.
පොල් ගෙඩිය 210යි. කරෝල යනවා මං හිතන්නේ ග්‍රෑම් 200 හොඳ I can't remember.
Tambili
the
not
last-
available is what I found out today in Talavathukula junction.
Oh,
No
really?
Tambili.
No Tambili.
Nene miss. I said, ඇත්තද?
තැඹිලි රටපටවල.
No Tambili.
That's
No
crazy.
Blame
way.
it on the monkeys.
All right, next one. What do we have? Forex.
Come
this
tax,
one we
tax,
spoke
tax.
about this,
Yeah.
Just so
ඒ
it's
ඇති
an
අප්පට ඒ
example.
වතුරේ දැක්කමත් බය වෙනවා. Tax.
Okay, next. 24-hour service to issue passports only for
1 day
one-day
service
service applicants, according to the immigration department. And I think they are planning, according to what we now hear, things have eased out massively.
Has it?
Yeah,
Okay.
it has eased out massively, and they feel that in a month's time that they could actually provide passports without any hassle, like what people have gone through right
Not bad.
So lots of people obviously have put up on Facebook and on social media that things have eased out massively. Some of them actually have gone in at 10 o'clock and come out at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Same day.
Okay.
Same day.
Ah,
same
good.
day. Same day.
Oh.
Like how we usually
So
do.
one of my friends went recently, about 3 days back, at early morning, 5 o'clock. At 7 o'clock in the night, there were 600 people more in front of, 600 numbers more to go.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
In front of
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
එයාගේ තිබ්බේ 200 මොකක් කරේ කොහමරි තව 600කට පස්සේ තමයි එයාගේ නම්බර එක එන්නේ at 7 o'clock in the evening.
Wow. Okay. So I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, anyway,
Anyway.
Let's see.
something
Alright.
is happening, yeah.
Next one. Lanka last week on the show.
අද තියෙන්නේ බඩු.
2 million rupees.
Oh dear.
ටුක් ටුක් එකට ගියේ කාල.
2 million bucks for a tuk. Right?
Yeah.
Now it's going to be interesting to find out how the prices of the vehicles are going to be because they're landing in the next couple of days.
ඇවිල්ලා නේ
The
ඒක
first
මොකක් හරි මේ ඩබල් කැබ් එකක් නම් බානවා දැක්කම.
That
ඔව්,
kind of,
දැක්ක.
Yeah.
okay, so we just have to
So we
figure
have one
out-
vehicle.
Yeah.
Bahala.
Wow,
One.
Yeah.
all this fuss for one vehicle.
One.
Yeah.
All right, next one.
නැද්ද මොකද? Ah.
Ah, yes. Sri Lankan mountaineer Johan Pires returns after conquering Antarctic and South American peaks. And this Sri Lankan mountaineer is the one that we're actually having on the show.
Yep.
And he's going to be on the show in just a few minutes. We're going to find out exactly when he's ready to rock and roll, and we will have him on the show. Johan is going to be part of the show on Gnsl. Talk about all his escapades of walking up and down mountains. All right, then let's go. What else do we have on the show now? This is what I'm saying. All remaining passports will be issued within 1 month.
Now, contradictory statements, you know.
Exactly. So
we'll have to go and see somebody who's
You have to
already
look
there.
and feel before we comment.
Yeah. Experience before.
Experience.
Okay, what else do we have?
Are we done?
Andy, this one's for you. Legal liquor consumption down by 9.5% in the first 10 months of 2024 amid tax. Andy, please.
No money to buy the liquor, so we have become sober.
සුදු මුඩි ඊයද?
4,500, almost 5.
ඒ කියන්නේ 2000ට 2500
Those
ගන්න
days,
මොකොත්
the
නැහැ.
half bottle of Sudhimudi was only $950. Fantastic that was.
Good
Those
old
days
days.
was like what, 15 years?
I know.
අද ගැන අද
Actually, a couple of years ago.
වා මේ
Actually, just a few years ago.
2 years ago.
මේ
2-3
වා
years
අද
ago?
වා අද ගැන හිතලා ඒ කාලේ බොණ්ඩ තිබ්බේ. Prazi,
Seriously,
serious.
only 950. What do you think? අපි බෝතල් භාගය කරන් යනවලු ගෙදර 950. 1000ක්වත් නැහැ. 50ක් තාක්කුවේ.
දැන් කීයද 2000?
I don't know about the half, but I know the full is almost 5.
දෙයියනේ, that's the cheapest then.
One of the cheapest.
One of the cheapest.
One of the cheapest. Oh well.
When did you buy it last?
Couple of weeks ago.
Yesterday.
No. We can't drink like that. See the cost. See the cost.
So it's obviously it's because of that reason. ඔයා බොන එකත් නවත්තලා.
Oh, now
Or you're
sober.
going into other
Gastritis, no?
Now you drink it in the sauces. More than
From the hand sauces.
තේ බොනවයි.
I know.
පිරිසි දාලා නිවලා බොන්න.
Oh, never want.
නිවන්න එපා. එතකොට තීරණ ටිකත් වාෂ් කරලා දාන්න.
But see, the good overall, we are all become just teetotalers. That's what's happened here.
So yeah, consumption gone down as far as liquor is concerned. So hence we get to, of course, have Andy on the show sober on a regular basis.
You don't want to do something at home.
I do. Like what? Like what? Have context to your sentence. Huh? Run, you don't want to do something at home? No.
පළතුරු ටිකක්
දාලා. කරපොත්තු දෙන්නයි.
දාලා කටු කම්බි ටිකක් දාලා.
ඔව් ඒකට ඉන්නවා මිස්ටර් කෙනෙක් අපේ පැත්තේ.
ඉන්නවද?
අංකල් ගොඩාක් පෙරනවා. අපි ගිහලා hina වෙන තින hello uncle. Yeah, but fun story, yeah. Today, so I went to my junction. There's a small vade uncle actually, right? So I go every time and buy those chudi bola vade.
Right.
Baripu vade bola.
ඒ එකකට රුපියල් 5ක් විතර දැන්.
Oh, then පහක් විතර. කොහොම හරි for 10 or something small bag 200 rupees. So good to munch and walk on the road or whatever. And then today he said, "Ane baba, other class na down like you uncle. You think I'm 17?"
That made your day. Oh my
I was
god.
like, "Are you uncle? Vade what තියාගන්න."
මෙන්න 200 නිකන්. තව 200ක් ගොඩ.
And when he said it, I started laughing. Hey, Baba, I'm like, you. Manyanang uncle. He would have been like, what a weird woman.
You should have taken
Ayyo,
given
I should
about
have
$1,000
I should take a selfie with that uncle. The only man who thinks I'm 17.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Class man. Class man. All right. Anyway, next one. Next show. Sigiri.
And your Pitru Kalagala.
Yeah.
Sigiri experience silence.
Sorry, got excited. Wrong thing. Sorry.
Sigiri VR experience.
What is this? They're going to light it up.
No, no. So this is really cool. This is really, really cool. I hope they actually implement this. They are looking at the ancient ruins and certain other places in Sri Lanka. They are actually creating a VR experience.
Virtual reality.
Virtual reality experience where you can actually go back in time to how
see
Sigiriya
Kashyapa.
was. Exactly.
Oh dear.
And experience those. Experience what was happening.
They will paint you as a nude.
Would
Like
be
that.
nice.
Oh god. Oh, the closest I got to VR is අර මේ museum එකේ පිටිපස්සේ තියෙන සත්තු ඉන්නේ. සත්තු ඉන්න museum එක.
Wait,
There are two sections of the museum, the Colombo Museum.
ගිහලා නැහැ කාලෙකින්.
ගිහලා නැද්ද?
කාලෙකින්.
ඒකේ තියෙනවා පිටිපස්සේ තව වෙනම building එකක්. ඒකේ ගියාම වලසෙක් ඉන්නවා මේ වලස අවුරුදු ගානකට ඉස්සෙල්ලා මෙහෙමයි මේ ඉන්නේ සිංහයාගේ කට. That's the only VR we have seen.
අවුරුදු ගානකට මා කඩරන්
ඒක virtual විතරනේ reality නෑ.
That's a good one.
But I hope they actually do.
That'd be
bring
pretty
this,
cool.
that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
So they're looking at Sigiri to start off with. Then they're looking at the ruins in Polonnaruwa. Then Anuradhapura, certain areas, of course, and they're recreating this whole process of reliving how things actually happened a couple of thousand years ago, and the kings and what happened and all that stuff. It's nice. I mean, it's
Check,
really
these
cool
things
though.
happened in Singapore 30 years ago.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, now we are
Right?
here, so somehow we got
they
here.
have that අර වගේ famous Santosaka තියෙන්නේ. There is this the musical fountains. So before the musical fountain starts, they will have a spray of water and they will tell you the exact story about Singapore, how the lion, the mermaid lion thing all in 3D, in lights and water.
Yeah.
Right? Amazing.
We have Sigiri.
Yeah, we have other issues that we need to deal with.
වතුර
We have
නෑ.
bigger problems.
අපිට
මේ දවස්වල
වතුර නෑ.
පායනවා වතුර නෑ.
දැන් වැස්සද
හරි?
වැස්ස.
එතකොට ලයිට් වතුර ලයිට් දිවනවා.
ඒ තමයි අපේ
ඒ
ප්‍රශ්න.
ප්‍රශ්න අපිට
We have bigger problems.
පිළිගන්නවා. I withdraw my
Yeah,
statement.
yeah,
please.
what to do?
So, little by little, we will get into the VR, bit by bit.
Singapore doesn't have a drop of water. Nevertheless, they do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but however,
However, we have bigger
monkeys.
problems than Singapore.
Yeah.
we have animal problems.
Yeah, we have
True that.
animal
True that.
problems.
True that. Okay.
Next one. What do we have? People begin to age in their 30s, according to this lifestyle medicine physician.
Who are they talking about? And what rubbish is that? I don't know what they're covering.
Yeah.
Talk to that Vade uncle of mine. He will tell you otherwise.
වා උච්චර කල්ලාගේ වඩේ ගන්නවා. යාගේ අංකගේ නම දන්නේ නැහැ නේ.
Okay, Vade uncle.
වඩේ අංක.
Oh, that's it. Hello, uncle. That's it.
You buy from them on a daily basis.
I know, whenever I go to the junction.
All right, next one. What do we have? New vehicle
that one.
shipment to touch down today.
That one vehicle.
That one
vehicle, yes.
Yeah, so I see. Thing is this. I think lots of people are still taking this, wait and see attitude in terms of going after imported vehicles. People who've actually imported vehicles right now are the companies, are the agents who've actually gone ahead and imported the vehicles and basically put down like rock bottom prices for people to be a part of this whole process. But till the vehicles actually touch down, until they come out of the port and all the add-ons, so to say, then we will realize as to exactly how much you will end up paying for each vehicle in
Wait
terms
and
of
see.
the
Do you know the
duty
prices
and all
of
stuff.
gold?
How much?
Prices of gold.
No.
ඒකටත් සල්ලි නෑ ගන්න.
ඒක
Like booze only.
සවරින් එකක් මම හිතන්නේ දෙකක් පන්නලාද කොහෙද?
අම්මෝ.
Must have.
Yeah.
Must be, no?
Terrible. My goodness.
Anyway,
Come on.
what else? What else do we have? Oh, we're done.
And we're done.
Oh, we're done.
Done,
We're done. Right. Okay,
Nice.
that's great. Okay, we are ready with our guest. Is our guest on the show? No, not yet. Okay, we'll wait for him.
He's coming. He is coming.
He is definitely going to be a part of it. Yeah, have you guys? I don't know. This is something I really want to talk about, right? Have you guys experienced when either going somewhere in the morning, when you take the normal route on a daily basis, there is always this one policeman who takes care of that particular junction, right? So this happens to me on a daily basis when I take my daughter to school, right, at the Vijayalama junction, right? There is this one guy, right? He is just absolutely phenomenal. This police officer, he's just brilliant. He handles the traffic there like nobody else, right? You don't feel like you're, otherwise there are certain times that you're just stuck there. The guy, he feel like that the policeman actually forgot about you.
Yeah, that happens to me all the time.
All the time,
Yeah,
right?
රාජගිරි එහෙම අනේ ඉන්නවා. තේකුත් බීලා ඇවිල්ලා තාමත් ඉන්නවා.
But with this guy, right, you don't realize the fact that you have been actually waiting for a while.
Why is he entertaining?
No, he's not entertaining,
Then?
but he just keeps the
keep the
traffic
flow going.
moving,
Okay.
right?
So he's efficient.
He's very
Nice.
and he's brilliant, right? And once or twice I gave him a thumbs up and all that stuff. He used to smile and all. But there have been times where he has not been there.
and pandemonium.
My God!
Like the circus.
You might as well turn back and go home. No, it's like no school today, darling.
Yeah.
We've been here since like 6 o'clock in the morning. It's 10:30. But yeah, I mean, these guys actually own that area. They are so used to it, and then of course, and it's like sort of a, it's like a feel good factor also when you see this familiar face. So right, okay, he's there. No problem. You know, it gets.
නෑ ඒක වෙලා තියෙන්නේ like sometimes you tend to think then if especially now when I was traveling to work I was going opposite direction no. හරි එතකොට opposite direction යනවා නෑ එතකොට තියාගන්නවානේ ප්ලේන් ටිකක් බීරනකම්
right.
එතකොට දැන් අපි රස්සාවට නෙමෙයි යන්නේ කොළඹට යන මිනිස්සු විතරයි රස්සාවට යන්නේ හරි අපි රස්සාවට නෙමෙයි යන්නේ
That is so true. That is so
අපි යන්නේ රස්සාවට නෙමෙයි අපිට වැඩ පටන් ගන්න 8 නෙමෙයි
So Christian, that's a story of example. If you're driving out of Colombo, if you're heading towards like Battaramulla,
Rajagiri,
now you realize the fact that all the vehicles that are coming from Battaramulla to Colombo, they have 15 lanes.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? And you have to.
And you have to drive on the pavement.
මෙහෙම යන්නේ
you are given about 5 millimeters only.
And figure it out.
But everybody coming down from Battaramulla, Talawatukoda, Hokandra, all that area, you have the entire section. You drive anywhere you want because only you got to go to work. Right? All the others heading out, like they know it's all right. Right? That's all right.
අනේ මගේ මේ ළඟදී යනකොට මේ කාසල් එක ගාව තියන්නේ කෝච්චි පීරලා අනේ එකෙක්ගේ වාහනේ උඩ බඩු so these guys are very alert අර ඉන්න ස්ටේෂන් මේ පාර වහන දෙන්න රතු කොඩිය අරගෙන ඇවිල්ලා වාතන නැවැත්තුවා අරක ටොං ගාලා මේ උඩ දැන් වාහනේ උඩ right so අනේ පව් ගත්තෙත් නෑ එහෙම මම හිටියා
කෝච්චි ආවේ නෑනේ
නෑ කෝච්චිය ගියා it was half in the distance
right you're right
we got Johan on the show. Hey Johan, how are you?
Hey. Hi. Good to be here.
Good to have you on the show. Finally, we managed to actually catch you. We wanted to make sure that you came down from the mountain for us to talk to you, right? So
yes, I think that was a good thing.
Yeah, I know. Last time, I don't know. I think the connection got lost because you were up there or whatever. We don't know. But it's your first. Johan, firstly, congratulations, right?
Thank you, Shaq.
You have obviously done something else that no other Sri Lankan really has actually done. And welcome back to Sri Lanka in one piece, right?
Thank you.
Nice to have you back. But now, honestly, just give us the experience on how it was summiting these two peaks, and when did you decide on going ahead with something like this?
So actually, it was after Everest that everybody kept asking me what next now that you have done Everest. And that's when I decided I was going to do the 7 summits to climb the highest mountain in every continent. And I took on the challenge and then continued from there onwards. So I kept doing as much as I could. Of course, we had COVID that came in between, and then sort of there was a bit of a lapse because of that. But after that, I was able to then continue again, start all over again, and continue with the peaks that I hadn't summited. And these two, I was going to Antarctica. I decided to do Antarctica. And because I was in the region, South America was the next one that I had to do. So I thought I'll do both together and complete them both together. But the significant thing about this was actually getting to Antarctica. That was very exciting for me to go to a place where it's there's no living being there, and there's nobody who lives there, and that was very exciting for me. Just the thought of actually going to Antarctica itself was very exciting. So that's where it all began, and I started preparing myself for it. Yeah.
So Johan, now you've obviously summited 6 out of these 7 mountains. You have one more to go. Right, okay, you're one more to go. Out of the 6, which one actually stands out for you, and which one, of course, has been the most meaningful, so to say?
So I think one of the comments that everybody makes is each time I tell them that I'm going to climb the next mountain or I'm going to climb the next mountain in the next continent, they keep saying, oh, you've done Everest, so this is nothing. And I keep explaining to them, every single mountain has its own challenges and you cannot take it lightly. and you mustn't take it lightly because that's where people make the mistake. And you have to prepare yourself. You have to know what you're facing. You have to know what your challenges are, and accordingly prepare yourself and be ready to face those challenges. Um, for me, I think Antarctica was very, very exciting, like I said before, because getting there, the logistics of actually getting there itself was fascinating. To know that I was going to be standing on a continent, which is known to be the coldest place on the earth, and also to know that this is, there's nothing else. There's no living being there. There are no insects, there are no birds, there's nothing there. And that was very exciting for me as well. But I think Everest has had its own challenges because that obviously has been the hardest and the most challenging. But the other ones have been very interesting as well. Even Aconcagua was very interesting, and that's a 7,000-meter high mountain. And that had its own challenges, and that was very interesting for me as well. So the difference between doing, not the difference between doing Antarctica, but doing Antarctica and then going straight into Aconcagua, the difference was that I had no time to rest in between. I had kept 10 days, but unfortunately, because of bad weather, that got cut short. That was really cut short, and I had only 3 days to recover and to get from Antarctica to Argentina and start off my climb. So, yeah, it has been quite challenging, but I think it has been very exciting as well for me to be able to finally take our Sri Lankan flag to the top of the world, to the seven corners of the world, and that's what it's all about.
Johan, I've got an interesting question for you. Now, I mean, being physically fit is one thing, right? You can do your
Yes.
exercises, you can be fit with your diets and food and everything. But you're going to a place from a tropical country, you're going to a place which is, the temperature is in minus,
Yeah.
right? I mean, when we go to Nuwara, we can't bear the cold. And especially if you want to, for a nature call, sometimes you have to hang a gadola on it to find where it is because it's so cold there. How do you manage all these type of logistics when you're with the temperature with that unforgiving cold? How do you manage all this?
So those are the real challenges, and I think for everybody else also, uh, it was quite surprising because as soon as they've realized that I am from a tropical country, I'm from an island, they also I know, and say how to deal with this. But that is something that I have been preparing myself from day one, from the time we did Everest. Yeah, that was one of the first challenges to physically see how we are going to meet these challenges and then take it on from there. And I think I have now accustomed myself and my body has adjusted to that. So I'm able to do that. I'm able to sort of, face those kind of challenges and those consequences. And I'm prepared. I'm mentally prepared. I mentally prepare myself also before I go into that and physically prepare myself as well. And with everything else, the equipment is very important that you have the equipment. Like at the beginning, I learned my lesson the hard way, where I removed my glove and I almost lost four of my fingers when I went to Everest. So that's how you learn, and then you become more cautious and you know that these are precautions that you have to take, and these are the challenges that you will be meeting when you go to places like this, which is the coldest place on the earth. And you have to be prepared for that and be cautious about it as well. So that's how it is. It's just mentally preparing yourself before you go, actually.
Okay, so I like that word, Johan, mentally preparation. How did you go about mentally preparing yourself? Not in this instance, please, but I'm saying for the whole climb itself. How would you prepare yourself
Yeah, it is
mentally?
something that is tough to do because we don't have this kind of sports psychologist and all that who can help us. We didn't have them at the beginning. Now I think we have a little more access to people like that. But for me, I think I have realized now, and with the kind of meditation that I do in and what I believe in, I have been able to prepare myself mentally before I go for this, so that I know for a fact what I'm facing and how I'm going to face them. and how I prepared myself to actually take on these challenges.
Johan, there is one more thing. One more thing I want to add to your profile that we have stated below under your name. It says
Yes.
mountaineer, stylist, and hair. I think
Adventurer.
yeah, in that little thing. But I need to add a few more because I know your profile for a long time, Johan. Right? You're an amazing musician. But the world needs to know that he was he's an amazing dancer,
Oh,
right? And, we need to highlight that as well. And Andy says he's an amazing cook as well. I mean, he owns a restaurant, right? What more? I mean, I really admire your the things that you have done, Johan. Right? Is amazing. It's amazing. At the pace you're going and at your age, the things that you're doing is simply amazing. Talk us.
are you calling him old?
Well, I mean, I don't
I
want to
was just
ask
about to
his
say, let's
age.
not go into that
He's-
one now.
No. Right? Right? I'm not going to touch that. But I know Johan. We've been with Marianne for the longest time. Right? I mean, when it
Yes,
comes
yes,
to
absolutely.
darshan and dancing, right? I mean, he's everything. He's a perfect specimen, a perfect specimen of a Josephian. Am I right, Johan?
That is, that
You
is,
had to put that one in there, right? Well done.
going
Way to
round and
go.
round
A model Josephian.
a model
A model
Josephian.
Josephian.
Yeah, but
Yes, absolutely.
you
And I think I'm proud of that fact as well. Even though you mentioned it, it's not
Yeah.
something that I would have brought up. But yes, I am proud of that fact. But the funny thing is, even my school friends are a bit shocked at the moment. I'm meeting all of them tomorrow. They've organized a little thing for me tomorrow to have a meet up with my batchmates and classmates. And yeah, so it's been, I think I'm one of the lucky ones who has actually been able to pursue all these interests of mine and these passions of mine. And I think that is something that everybody should pursue and everybody should chase after, and that is something we tend to miss out. There are so many interests that we have, there are so many hobbies that we have and things that we like to do in life, but sometimes we're not able to achieve all that. And I think I've been really lucky that I've been able to do most of these and do it to the best of my ability as well. And I'm really grateful and happy about that.
Johan, now the thing is, every time you obviously summit a peak, you are not necessarily representing yourself, but you're actually representing the rest of the country. And you are
Yes.
sort of taking the country on your shoulders to say, in all these adventures and summiting the peaks that you obviously are going after, how much of a pressure does that put on you? Because you do say that you are mentally preparing yourself clearly for the physical abilities of it. Then you're also training yourself very well to make sure that you're in the best shape as far as your body is concerned. But suddenly when you are summiting at the end of the day, you do realize that everybody back home is rooting for you. Everybody back home knows that you are doing something like this. How much of a pressure does that actually put on you while you are at the summit?
So you're absolutely right, Shaq. There is a bit of pressure when it comes to that, because my goal, I always keep saying, this is just not for me, but my goal is also to take the Sri Lankan flag to greater heights. And the reason for that is also to prove to the world the resilience that we as Sri Lankans have, and that also to realize that if we are also given a challenge, that we can do anything, that we may be just a small country, a little dot in the ocean, but we have the ability. We are resilient people. We have come through so many situations, in life over the years. We had the wars, we had all kinds of situations that we have come, financial crises and all that. But we are resilient people, and we always come out of it, and we come out on top, and we're able to fight our way through. But along with the pressure, as you mentioned, yes, there is a bit of a pressure, but also for me, knowing that everybody is backing me, everybody is with me, also gives me a lot of encouragement and a lot of strength to know that everybody is behind me. And that I feel gives me that little bit of extra strength to keep going and mentally to keep myself also up there while I'm out there, and gives me the backing to know that everybody is with me. And this is something that I'm just not doing for myself. And I always keep mentioning this. It might sound a bit cliche, but it's not. It really is. And every time I talk about it, I get very emotional. If you saw the video of me on the mountain also, I got absolutely emotional when I got there and took the flag out. And that is something that is there because I know that I'm doing it for everybody else. And I know that I have the backing with everybody else. And that has given me immense strength to keep going. And I look at that as an advantage. As much as there is a little bit of pressure, I look at it more as an advantage each time I go up.
Johan, what's next? When is the seventh peak? The plan for you to obviously summit the seventh peak. When is it? And what are the plans arranged for that?
So now I'm going straight into it. I'm still recovering. I think I need about another week to recover because my toes are gone. My legs are still sore. I need to recover from that. I feel very tired. I fall asleep by 9 o'clock in the night. But I think by next week I should be fine and I should start training. The season for it starts in May, by the end of May. So I'm trying to get into the last batch, which gets in on the May-June season. And it's a mountain that takes 3 weeks. It's 21 days to climb it. This might be one of the most challenging ones. It might be even more challenging than Everest. This might have its own challenges because this is in Alaska, North America. It's in the Arctic. And here we have no support. We have to carry 50 kilos up the mountain. You have about 20 to 25 kilos on your back. And then you have another sledge that you're pulling up the mountain with another 25 to 30 kilos on the sledge. So this is something that I have to specially train for and I have to especially prepare myself for. So this is going to be quite challenging. I attempted this in 23 and I got to high camp. But unfortunately, due to bad weather, there was a storm coming in. They had to bring us down, and that was the end of it. So I'm hoping that this time I'll have better luck and I'll be able to keep going and I'll be able to complete it. And we will have fair weather till I complete it and I'm able to come down.
Johan, my final question. Are you planning to put anything new on your profile like base jumping, bungee jumping, climbing the Empire State Building, anything like that in the pipeline?
It's funny you're asking me that. There's a bit of a joke about this. There is something that Sri Lanka was going to start, and I have put myself on the list, and I have actually told them that they should give me the privilege of being the first one to do it. It's bungee jumping off the Lotus Tower. There's a Japanese company that is looking into it, and I have asked to be the first one to do it because I think it's going to be the tallest bungee of a man-made structure in the world. So I think that would be brilliant if I can get into that and get. I think they should give it to me to do it.
Wow.
What do you think?
Oh, no.
Johan, after all these summits, basically
Yes.
now you obviously had 6 at the moment. You're planning for the 7th one. Do
Yes.
you ever take a leisurely stroll on flat ground ever? Or do you always want to look at something where you can climb on there also?
So, yeah, 2 days ago, I actually went down to the beach. Yeah, because the doctor also told me that I needed to try and soak my feet in salt water. So I went down to the beach and actually I walked to the beach. And I thought that was quite a change, looking at the horizon, looking at the sunset. Actually
Do you
walking.
actually
And I thought
realize
this
how
is
to
quite
walk on flat
different.
ground?
Absolutely. So I was thinking this is very different to what I've been doing. Yeah. And all of a sudden, if somebody sees me, they'll think, am I feeling all right? Because, here I am walking on the beach.
God, it's very unusual to see someone like Johan walk down the road. So, Johan, you can't walk here. Only normal people do. Climb on something.
I mean, out of jokes, I mean, when you're in a position like that, when you're climbing a mountain, one wrong step
Yeah, yeah.
is a matter of life and death,
Of course.
right? It's
Yeah.
not a joke. right? I mean, to have
Yeah.
that bravery. I mean, climbing up, I can imagine. But if he is now trying to jump off the Nenunkuluna, that is
Madness.
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 Oh my goodness. Good on you, mate.
All I can say, all we can ask is why?
Why? Why do you pay to get a heart attack?
What,
You know,
what the hell is the
sometimes-
Lotus Tower compared to the Everest? Come on.
there are moments that I also sit back and wonder why. I ask myself the question as well.
All right, Johan, time for us to basically say goodbye, but it's been an absolute treat having you on the show. What we do as a last segment with all our guests is we have something called Gone in 60 Seconds. It's a rapid fire session, and all you have to do is
Oh,
basically
wow.
come up with the first word that comes into your mind and just give it
Oh
to
my
us. It's going to
God,
be a lot
I
of
hate
fun, though.
these.
Don't worry about it. We're not going to put you in a situation where you don't have to
Okay.
climb another mountain.
All right.
Don't worry about it, right? We'll
Okay.
make sure that you get these sorted. We have 60 seconds, okay? Johan, are you ready?
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
All
Your
right,
first
okay.
question, what is the first thing you do when you reach the summit?
Just take it all in for a moment.
Okay. Mount Everest or Aconcagua? Which one would you say was more challenging?
Everest.
Everest. If you could summit one mountain anywhere in the world for fun, which one would it be?
That's something I haven't thought about. But of course, maybe Mount Rainier in Seattle.
What's your go-to song to get pumped up before a climb?
In the mountain high enough.
Climb every mountain.
No, not that one, not that one, not that one.
That will be your second song.
What's the one thing you always
Actually,
what's the one thing that you always pack that's not essential but you just can't live without?
my razor.
Finally, Johan, describe the feeling when you reached Mount Everest summit in one word.
Epic.
Epic. Epic, yeah, it really was. I mean, it was epic for the rest of the country, and
watched you.
and yeah, and here we are basically sitting in the comfort of our living rooms. And well done, Johan.
Well done.
That was a
Well
good.
done.
That was a good climb.
Right on the back.
That was a good climb. Not a bad mountain. Actually, it was all right.
Ain't no mountain high.
Johan, you don't. I mean, thing is this, right? I don't think you realize what you've achieved. So at the moment, for us, it is massive because you are carrying the country, you are carrying the flag on your shoulders to all these 6 summits so far. You got one more to go. But it's a phenomenal achievement, and I believe you are right now most probably the only Sri Lankan to actually summit all 6 at the moment.
Yes, actually, only 345 people in the world have done it.
Wow. That's
In the world.
yeah.
Word. And our man is one of them.
Well done, Johan. Thank you, Johan, for joining us on the show.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. All the very best for the 7th summit, and we wish you all the very best. Hopefully,
Yeah.
we will have a chat with you once you come down from the mountain.
For sure, for sure. And
Thank
thank
you
you
very-
guys for having me.
No worries. Thanks a lot, Johan. Have yourself a good one. We'll speak to you soon, okay?
All right. Okay.
Oh, man,
Bye.
that's phenomenal with Johan on the show with us. And what an achievement.
You were finding your little gala today. මට ඒක තමයි මතක් වුණේ. Somebody sitting on my gala.
මගේ පිදුරංගල.
No, your walk එකට ගියා.
ඔව් ඒක තමයි ඉතින්. That's my miniature පිදුරංගල.
Yeah.
Oh my
Anyway.
goodness.
That's Johan Pires,
Super.
of course, taking Sri Lanka to the world, literally to the top of the world. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're done with the show today. Great interview, great show. And
Game
they
night.
always remind us.
Yes.
They always remind us.
Can't take a break on this
Yeah.
show. Can't take a break.
All right, game night. Here
Game
we
night.
go.
Right.
yeah,
6
we know this.
questions. Yeah, okay.
Each of you have 15 seconds to choose the correct answer for each question. It doesn't work with the Christian. Right? Christian takes 1.5 seconds. Right?
He does the answer first, then the question.
He chooses the answer and then he goes, what was the question?
But the answer is kind of right, no?
Yeah, mostly, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
What's the punishment?
That later.
Later. Surprise.
Okay. All right, question number 1. What is the only mercury?
B.
Mercury.
What is the only metal that liquid room temperature?
Ta-ta-ta-ta-da.
I was going to tell that there not enough time.
Now
50
not
seconds
enough
here.
time. He's reading the question.
What do you mean?
Now
Now
not enough
we-
question. You
Periodic
just
table. Memorize the periodic table.
Who
Okay,
has the
okay.
time? What you did? What were you doing as a child? Memorize the periodic table.
Memorize the periodic table.
I was doing other things. I
Okay,
didn't have
question
time for
2.
this. Okay.
What role did...
Ross. C.
Who?
C.
I'm
C.
going to say B. I don't know who
I'm
this
gonna
is.
say
I said
C.
Who the... Oh!
I didn't even see that kid over there.
Not a bad guess. Not
That
bad.
is Ben, right?
Ben.
Yeah.
You knew it, no?
Lamek namak tiyanava. Ben. Okay.
Okay. In Greek mythology,
Ooh.
Aphrodite.
A.
No, sorry. B. Sorry.
A.
B.
I.
Here?
Do I keep quiet?
මෙතන මේ කම්පියුටර් ජිල් මාට්ටක්
Well,
තියෙනවා.
I'll tell you what, let's just...
I'm not doing anything.
Ambo, තව තුනක් තියෙනවා. All right.
Okay, next one.
හරි.
All right. One more majority. Okay.
One more.
Nah.
Name.
Rapunzel.
B.
B.
Actually, he's right.
I got
Daniel, I'm losing. Oh my God.
What was the question?
What was the question?
Okay.
All right, next one.
Okay.
Name the...
Enid Blyton.
B.
Enid Blyton. Yeah.
B. I said B.
B.
Me.
So 3-2.
3-2.
3 to Andy.
No, but I just said B. B is faster than my B.
Yeah, so I didn't read the question. That's the difference.
That's it. But here, don't cheat.
Okay.
Uh,
What was the name of the treaty
A.
ending the World War?
D.
C.
I don't know.
Okay, so
Andy lost.
Shaq 4, Chris 2, and Indian.
He took 2 of my answers because he didn't read the question.
Oh, so we have 6 questions are up?
Here, if you all are going to feed me some crap.
Okay, we're not feeding you anything, Andy.
Ah.
Stare into the camera and give the viewers a steamy, flirty message of your choice.
At least 15.
That's the camera.
Yeah.
That's the one. That's the
for
one.
15 seconds. For 15 seconds, Andy, you have to give
Steamy.
a flirty, steamy message.
ඔයාර වඩේ අංකල්ට දෙන්නේ.
I'll tell you what. Why don't you give a flirty, steamy message to the Vade uncle?
වඩේ අංකල්.
Ane uncle.
Yeah. Okay, are you ready?
Hit me
15.
baby one more time.
Yo.
15 seconds.
15 seconds is too long.
No,
මම පුළුවන් දෙකක් තුනක් කියන්න
No,
ඉතින්.
hey, my bad.
පුළුවන් වඩේ uncle.
Under 15 seconds, yeah, the crowd.
Vade
Okay.
uncle,
Oh my
vade
God.
uncle.
Oh my God.
That camera.
I can't do Vade uncle. Then I talking Sinhala no. He doesn't know my
okay,
English
No,
no.
it's okay. You
15 seconds loaded up on the screen.
No, Vade uncle doesn't know my English no.
that's okay. He doesn't.
Never,
know
never.
anything.
He will understand.
අයෝ බෑ දැන් අමාරු පොඩ ගෙනා flirty message here I don't do sexy men ask my exes and the present one I'm like darling come for a drink done what damn sexy man
සුදු පොඩිය.
oh ඒක තමයි I don't do sexy but I will try for the Vade uncle for 2 minutes 2 seconds
2 minutes.
2 seconds no 50 අමාරු ඉතින්
Okay,
I don't do
okay.
sex no me look at me
You don't do sex.
look at me
You don't do sex.
I do not do sexy but anything for the Vade uncle Arre.
Ade, we should find this Vade uncle and show this to him. Oh my God.
That's the end of the Vade.
දුවට වඩේ හැමදාම නිකන්.
and himself
ඔයාට හිර තියෙන වඩයක්ද?
January. All right. Okay, done.
my
All right,
Right.
okay. All right, done with the show. Before we go, we have to basically find out exactly where we are as far as our followers are concerned. Where are we right now, ladies
Wait.
and gentlemen?
කවුද අපේ AC එක 25ට දැම්මේ?
ඒක steamy. You are
Oh,
next to us, so
steamy.
that's why you're steaming.
Where are we, Andy?
Ooh, 982.
982 followers.
18 more. 18 more.
Okay,
for
so
18 more.
hopefully.
song and what dance?
Serenade.
Serenade. Song and dance.
Yeah.
Hear the seat. Hear
Yes.
the seat. Here it is.
Yes.
So I haven't told you guys about something exciting. Once we hit the 1,000th milestone,
Hear the seat.
that's just one.
Hear the seat?
Yeah. Something really,
Moisturizing.
something no moisturizing. Once we hit the 1,000th follower on the show, we have something really cool.
So you won't tell me?
We'll tell you after the show. Something very cool, something variable that we can actually give away to our followers, which we have got followers.
Words. All.
Everybody helped us to get to 1,000.
Yeah.
No,
Not the 1,000th one.
No,
All 1,000.
all 1,000. All the
All 1,000.
All the 1,000.
That
All
one.
the
Come on, 1,000.
All the 1,000 ones.
Everybody's going to be part of this competition. We'll talk about it. Hopefully, we will get to 1,000 by next week.
week.
No?
Yeah.
I think no, y'all like us now.
Like Karan.
I know you do.
What was that all about?
Like that.
Oh my goodness.
Pointing at them.
Pointing at them.
All right, guys, thank you very much for being a part of the show. Time for us to get out of here. Have yourself a wonderful weekend and all the very best for the month of March, which starts tomorrow. And we shall catch up with you once again next Friday, again at 7 o'clock in the evening. Till then, have yourself a great weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Good
Bye-bye.
night, Sri Lanka. Have a good one.